Hey, hi. Um, Today I just wanted to share with you what has happened in the market the last couple of days. We have, after the Fed announcement of 75 basis points, um, we had a mini relief rally, and then after that, market continued to crash on Thursday and Friday. The thing is where to hide, in this very volatile economy. If you put money in cash, you'll be eaten up by inflations. And you can see, especially this last week, consumer discretionary stocks like Amazon, Etsy, Wayfair, um, C Limited, those e-commerce companies that does retail. Um, they call uh, the very famous clothing company name called Armour as well has gone down a lot, 20 over percent. And you can see Amazon 1 month chart, right? It's gone down from 3 over thousand to nearly and 30% as well. So, of course, people are anticipating that um, there'll be slow growth, and the first thing that will be affected, I mean, globally, especially in Amazon's case, not just about losing Russian markets. Mm, if you see, European growth slowing and slow growth in Asia and all that, that will definitely affect Amazon's bottom line as well. Because some e-commerce company or consumer discretionary company that sells, I mean, primarily they live on non-essential items sold to us as consumers. Even though US may be still doing well, but other sectors in other markets in other countries will be affected. So I think this is something that we need to look into, and it will affect the consumer discretionary. And the next one is, if you look at companies like Royal Caribbean Airlines as well, those are highly indebted companies who issue junk bonds, 5% coupon rates. They will definitely be affected by the increase in the interest rates as well, and the continued possibility of increase in the interest rates. And their bottom line will be affected because they are highly geared. So these two seems to be out, of the way. Of course, you can look at commodities, but you have to be very selective in the commodities. Like lumber has gone down, copper has corrected as well. Maybe steel, nickel will still be all right, and but they have also gone down as well. Uranium also gone down. Uh, the couple of things I felt would be quite interesting still would be things that are exported by Ukraine and Russia, like palladium, platinum, and which are needed for cars, and things like fertilizer, potassium, potash. Companies that I did mention about investing in Mosaic or Nutrien, a very famous Fortune 500 company in US, and oil company in US as well, which they are definitely helping their NATO countries, their NATO neighbors. So yeah, some of the news that came out last week was also about the other than the Fed 0.75%. Of course, you also have the jobs report April showing strong gains. This is always not very good for Nasdaq. Good news sometimes doesn't necessarily good means that it's good news um, for the stock market, because there if there's this strong growth in jobs and all that, right, the likelihood of the Fed increasing interest rates to slow down the economy is even greater. So sometimes good news has a reverse effect. And then the other one is about the productivity rates. Let me see, I'll show you. which I think U.S. worker productivity fell at the fastest rate in nearly 75%, 75 years. It dropped by over 70%, 7.5%. Why I say about these jobs and job productivity and job wages possibility of spiraling are so important, right? Because for a soft landing recession or to avoid stagflation, right? As you can see, we definitely can see signs of slow growth, but but stagflation means there are high unemployment as well, which is of course the worst of the recession consequences, stagflation. So, by all these two factors, looks to me that employment are definitely strong in the U.S. I'm not sure about other countries. Uh, so definitely looks like uh, recession fear. I mean, as in negative consequences of recession, i.e., credit crunch, people defaulting, people getting unemployed, because that's one of the main reason of the consequence of a recession. Of course, you got the paper technical recession as well, which is a mild one. It is like a mild COVID and COVID that can cause death. So take note of this. And it looks like the recession in US could be a very mild one, whereby growth are still sustaining in many sectors. But yeah, consumer and consumer discretionary travel, even consumer staples like Target, Costco, and Kroger were affected as well. Um, this the recent week that just transpired. So yeah, I hope I share some interesting news with you, and please, I hope you like the video, and please subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot.